Om Gam Ganapataye Vigna Vinashakaya Manovancha Falapradayakaya Ishaputraya Namaha. Om Brahmasthane Virata Rushimandalam Uttishta Uttishta. Om Hram Hrim Hraum Saha Graharajaya Bhaskaraya Namaha. Om Adityaya Somaya Mangalaya Budhaya Cha Guru Sukra Shanibhyascha Rahave Ketave Namaha. Om Vaishravanaya Maheshwaraya Indraya Vaishwanaraya Yamadharmarajaya Nirutyaya Varunaya Vayudevaya Namo Ashtadikpalakaya Namaha. Om Vastu Purushaya Vidmahe Bhumi Putraya Dhimahi Tanno Navanidhi Prachodayat. Mitraaya namaha. Welcome to the Inside Chamber of VSPTenneti channel. This is VAASTU Power series. I say nothing is permanent in this universe except change, so change now. VAASTU Power, secrets to build lucky, prosperous spaces. Trust me, once you taste the real power of Vastu, living in a perfect Vastu place, you will never come back. You will proclaim to this world that Vastu rules and Vastu rocks. Understand the power of good Vastu and experience the fortunes. Even if the inside of a person is perfect, the influence or blow from the outside can be disastrous. Street blows, in particular, are very strong and the impact is beyond words to explain. Just as a perfect being who gets good support and encouragement from the outside prospers easily, a good Vastu blow can lift them to big heights. Good Vastu blows are not actually called as Vastu blows, they are called as Vastu thrusts. Similarly, negative street blows can cause uncontrollable complications in one's lives. It goes to such depths that they don't even realize, they don't attribute their calamities to Vastu, and they don't change, and the devil does not permit them or allow them to even look towards the change. It holds them in its tight iron hug. The shape of the plot, the elevated zones around the plot, the extensions and street blows play a vital role in the lives of people who live in such places. A good vehicle and a good road can make the journey easy and comfortable. Just as the defective vehicle and a topsy-turvy road can cause immense hurdles and disasters, a house or place too reflects similarly. Observe it very clearly. I was talking about the street blows or street thrusts. You know the 4 best lucky street blows. Observe the diagram here. The northern northeast, eastern northeast, southern southeast and western southwest, all 4 are very good street blows, very lucky. But you have to understand the sensitivity here. The street blow should cross past the tip, that is, the tip of the northeast corner or the southeast corner on the south side or the Vastu arrow should be included into the street blow, not even a centimeter this side. Street thrust or street blow could be very prosperous if they are targeting towards the Uttam points, best zones. If you remember the first series chapters, you may go back to it. I have clearly explained the Uttama, Madhyama and Adhama aspects of a plot. This is Vastu Power. This is a part 7, chapter 7. So you can go back to my channel and refer to Vastu 1 and 2. You will understand the details of it. I'm giving it one by one, as if I'm giving a workshop live. The street blows hitting the Madhyama or worst the Adhama zones are quite destructive. Once again I tell you, every direction should be divided into 3 equal parts. The first is Uttama, the second is Madhyama and the last is Adhama. Street blows should be hitting the Uttama but inclusive of the whole Uttama. It should cross the Uttama part. Then it becomes a positive, lucky street blow. And you know, when it hits the other zones, it is quite destructive and dangerous. You have to understand, I have marked here the plot or a house which has got the lucky street blows, and the plot or a house which have got the places where anywhere the street blow occurs, it is dangerous street blow. Street blow hitting the eastern northeast zone without even moving an inch away from the tip is very good. It is a precious plot or a land. If it hits even slightly away from the tip, it is not considered favorable. A good street blow on the eastern northeast corner point brings divine energies into the house, and the residents gain a balance of mind and they handle situations in a noble way without even hurting others. Even the financial flow would be surprisingly good. More than one income source could develop. Street blow hitting the northern northeast zone without even moving an inch away from the tip is very good. If it hits a slightly away from the northern northeast corner point, it is not favorable. The corner point should be inclusive in the street blow. Only then it is called a street blow or a thrust. A good street blow on the northern northeast corner point brings great recognition, enthusiasm to achieve the best, inspiration to work hard until the goal is achieved, and the capability of building good relationships also happens here. This is all about the northeast, northern northeast and the eastern northeast. Now, understand the street blow which is hitting the east away from the northeast point. It can be a very dangerous one. It can cause huge financial blockages and confusion in every transactions they make. Though interested in spiritual life, they fail to devote time to any pilgrimage or even visit a temple or a little time at their own altars. If the eastern southeast corner is hit by the street blow, that is the Agneya Mula, Agni Disha, health complications and disagreement in relationships are experienced. Wasteful expenditures trouble them. Money comes in, but it seems to be just evaporating. Nothing stays back. Street blow hitting the north, away from the northeast point, can cause defame, blame, and even false allegations upon them, which will suffocate them a lot. Street blow hitting the northern northwest. This is the most dangerous one. The northern northwest is very dangerous, and the residents suffer from many mental hallucinations, psychological problems, lack of memory, and academic failure. Vayu Disha, Vayuvya Disha, if it is troubled, it is going to be only mental trouble. Fickle-minded decision further multiplies the problems. Mutual respect and love between the family members and friends will be totally missing. And above all, laziness creeps in. They think a lot, but they cannot act. Negligence overrules them. You talk to them, they say, "What happened? So what?" Street blow Hitting the south quarter is a threat of misery, accidents, sudden deaths, and suicidal tendencies. Fear of calamity keeps haunting them, and they lack discipline in life. They live as promise breakers and associate often with promise breakers only. They don't maintain a proper company. They are always busy in dealing with such activities which will never be fruitful. They live as promise breakers and they associate often with only promise breakers. They easily lie. Lying is a common practice to them. They resort to falsehood and argument. If the southern southwest, forget now the south quarter, the southern southwest, the Nairuti, if it is hit by a street blow, oh my God, unwanted burdens, worthless responsibilities, foolishly busy avocations, false prestige, and imaginary conclusions would be the outcome. They talk very high, they make tall talks, but nothing happens. Street blow hitting the western southwest, Paschima Nairuti. I was talking about the Dakshina Nairuti. Now we are talking about the Paschima Nairuti, that is the western southwest. The matrimonial life is miserable. Even very nice, good, loving couple could be forced to live separately due to jobs in different cities or places. Some other complications too might arise. There could be a health issue where their conjugal life is broken. Western southwest street blow could be responsible for all sorts of matrimonial and relationship issues, including impotence or frigidity. Precious time is wasted and they chase illusionary goals and wrong projects. They do not have any projects. Disturbing others' projects, peeping into others' lives, destroying their privacy, insulting them. These are all the goals of the people who are having the west side street blows. Street blow in the west can cause aggressive behavior, sadistic mentalities, shameless deeds, arrogant attitude, and the urge to dominate everyone. They talk loudly, they scold others, they belittle them. They consider anybody else in the house and outside their house as worthless people. Even if they're watching a television and if they find someone achieving a cup, has achieved a victory in something, they even insult them. This fellow is waste. Talk to them. They are ready to mock at any character in this world. They consider everybody else in the house and outside as worthless people and live in an imaginary world of senseless morality. They always say, because I care to do things perfectly, because I care to do things with a morality, I don't do anything. That is how they support themselves. It is a negative reaction coming out of self-pity. They cannot stop criticizing, belittling, tickling them, insulting others, mocking and finding faults with the whole world. They become so sadistic when others cry, when they are hurt by their deeds and words. It is a great energy to them. They cannot spend even 1 week silently without hurting anyone with words or deeds. They manifest hatred, ego, doubt, and self-admiration, which throws them into isolation. Even the most talented people fail to get recognition, promotion, or satisfaction. Tantra, mantra, and Yantra Shastras have given several remedies which could be quite expensive. There are many false remedies too projected by exploiters, but if these remedies can console them, why should they not be considered? Our ancient scriptures have revealed thousands of remedies, yantras, pujas, homas, and Shula Ganapati Pratishtas. However, these remedies are not to be considered as permanent if it is a street blow. The life of the yantras, talismans, yantra asanas, Ganapati statues would remain strong for 6 years and the energy dilutes gradually. Hence, a bad Vastu house should be rectified, corrected, or dismantled. There are methods to convert the negative street blows into positive by dividing the plot into two parts and re-registering them. Varna Ganapati, Dvimukha Ganapati, Kaula Ganapati, Varuna Ganapati, Vayu Ganapati and Panchanana Ganapati Pratishthas could be done exactly opposite to the street blow. You might have seen Ganapati statues being installed opposite a street blow. But if you keenly observe, if any person who has got the knowledge about the Pratishthas observes, they are not properly done. They have just purchased a statue somewhere and they just installed it and chanted some mantras there, it is done. That is not the procedure to absorb the street blow shocks. In order to subside the after effects of bad street blows, Ganapati Vidhan can be adopted. Rituals should be performed by experts dedicated to the Vidya, and the placement muhurtas have to be very precise and specific. We always say, better change the Vastu. Don't spend so much on remedies. When there is no other choice, you can depend upon it. But the best thing is to rectify the Vastu. That's all this time, my dear friends. Vastu Power 7. Now, the next episode will be related to Northeast Zone and the various important secrets pertaining to wealth. Understand, the remedies should be very carefully chosen. Astra Prayoga, Ratna Kalasha Pramana, Apollo Vastu Chikitsa, Kola Samputi, Prataparudriyam and Vastu Purusha Pujas are various methods to hold back the thrust of the street blows. However, it is always advised that one should resort to yantras, petikas, etc. only when the rectification becomes impossible. Trust me again, the esoteric has got a crown. No faith, no Vastu. Even 90% of faith is equal to 0. Vastu Power 7 completes now. Thank you for being with me. I Zolo you. I will continue the next session about different things on the Northeast Zone. It will be exclusively about the Northeast Zone. I am planning to give you about Northeast, then East, then Southeast, then South, then Nairuti, that is the Southwest, West, each direction exclusively explained about the houses. I have still not entered into the inside of Vastu or the interior Vastu. It's an ocean of a subject. Don't miss a single word. Please go through all the chapters. Kindly do me a help. If you like it, pass it on. Let many people be benefited. Thank you very much. Mitraaya namaha. Aditya Sakshi. Sampurna Raksha. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vasishyate. Om Shantihi Shantihi Shantihi. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Lokah Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. Hari Om Tat Sat.
Welcome to VSPTenneti channel.